This video was recorded in front of a live virtual audience. Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today we're going to be reviewing Moschino's Fall Winter 2021 fashion show, which was not shown in front of buyer and PR audience, but because of lockdown it was kind of filmed, pre-recorded, and then just presented to the world in form of a video on YouTube. Not just YouTube, but I guess they live streamed it, but it's on YouTube. So the video I'm going to be reviewing, the fashion show and video that I'm going to be reviewing today, comes directly from Moschino's YouTube channel. So it's all fair use because we're going to be reviewing it, so I am allowed to use that. However, I cannot use the music, the audio utilized in that video, because that's copywritten on a different level. So just to let you guys know, I have selected a different type of music to go along with the video, but you're gonna like it. It's very close to what they used. However, there's a wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous lady explaining the collection from time to time. She's talking over the music, so I had to cut her audio out as well. But I did leave the YouTube subtitles in the video, which then you can read along with, and you could kind of hear what she's saying off screen or on screen. The subtitles are slightly off from time to time, but don't worry about it, because you're gonna have me blabbering and telling you what I think about the collection anyway all the whole time. So it's all good. It's gonna be wonderful, delicious Moschino chaos. May I remind you though, before we get to it, if you like my channel, don't forget to subscribe to it. Push that subscription button. Next to it is also the join button. Join me, become a member today and get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, Super Dacob all spelled together there as well. Thank you to all the patrons and members who have already pledged. You will be credited at the end of this video, just like in every old school classic Hollywood movie. And I'm talking about Hollywood movies because the whole show has a beautiful Technicolor quality to it. Jeremy Scott did a great job with the Technicolor aspect of the... I'm not talking about the fashion, just about the quality of the film or of the video, and the grain and the colors. It does feel like we're back in Hollywood, like we're back in time, like we're in the Technicolor era, or maybe a black and white movie that has been colored posthumously afterwards. So that's the vibe we're going for here, or that they went for and that I'm living for. I am wearing Elvira's merch for the occasion, not just for the, because I think, you know, Elvira tops it all. There's nothing like an icon, and Elvira is an icon. So the Mistress of the Dark and I are going to jump into watching this video. Don't forget, this was filmed live. This is being filmed live now. So I have my co-chatters, co-reviewers of the show in the chat here in my sidebar. And I'm going to read your comments as well, guys. Please keep it, you know, topic related, so that when I get to your comments, I actually read everything topic related. Let's get to it. Okay. Jungle Red, the title of the collection, directed by Jeremy Scott. Oh, there is Dita Von Teese, and you know what? I'm just going to mention her because the others, her, you see how bitchy she's acting? I've actually encountered her several times for work. She's exactly that bitchy in real life. I'm really not a fan. So you will not be named, girl, because you have an attitude, and I don't like that. Humble, be humble, stay humble. Dita, look at, she manages to be graceful and humble even in this situation, while the others are acting all like we are in Dynasty. Yeah, it gives me great pleasure to be your guide on our adventurous little voyage into fashion land. You will see the models go through the rhythmic movement of everyday life, and you will be able to study the flow of the new Moschino line as it responds to the ever-changing flow of the new of the female form divine. Imagine our little peep into the coming season, and a glimpse of the future too. Lumiere, musique, and here we go. Gorgeous. The music is amazing. I mean, this one is similar to the music he chose. And look at this kind of, we got a little bit of cabaret, a little bit of burlesque theme going on. Dita Von Teese is in the audience, sitting, looking at it. So it's kind of a reflection of her own profession, but it is also kind of like a Hollywood set. And we are, this could be even 40s. Now, this is the opening act, very Dick Tracy. We have a little bit of Madonna going on with Gautier. It's very Moschino with the tiny hats. It's a little bit of Gautier with the pinstripes in particular. Loving the Metropolis vibe as well. Very Fritz Lang. There's a little bit of Marlene Dietrich there. Old school Hollywood drama in the best of forms. Loving this. Jeremy really nailed it. The whole set, however, attracts me more than the clothes. so far. Busy businesswomen are off to the countryside for a little fresh air and repose. Lovely. And here you go. This looks like Lucille Ball on crack. Lucille Ball is like, hey you guys, I'm high as a kite. We have the classic Moschino cow, Franco Moschino's signature. So Jeremy renders an homage to that. So this to me, nothing new. You know, it's not like Jeremy is delivering something brand new. It is very Franco Moschino, but it's beautifully done. It's very whimsical, very back to the 80s. Gorgeous shot. You really have the feeling that that wind thing was really there, but then like the magic of cinema, when we zoom out, it's actually a hat. Fashion on the head of this gorgeous lady. Walking, you know, the shoes with the clouds, classic Moschino. We have a whimsy twist, you know, an homage to Chanel with the two-tone suits. Here now we got potato sacks. The wow was just slipped in there. I guess the lady said wow. We got potato sacks. This is something Jeremy already used in the past, either, you know, referencing rats on the streets and kind of leftover pizza boxes. But this is, of course, potato sacks on the countryside. Printed potato sacks on deliciously gorgeous garments from the 50s and 60s, if you may. Yeah, you know, I would say amazing. And of course we have the biker bag as well returning. It's kind of, Jeremy's really pushing that biker bag to become the 255 of Moschino, or the timeless classic of Moschino, but the whimsy of the little cow. But it's not really working for me. Those metal bits of the zipper really can oxidize so easily. So those bags, to me, as much as he's really pushing them, are not so desirable. I still do have the pink one from the Barbie collection 2015. There's a bit overflow of these either potato sacks, or in this case patchwork of different materials, a little bit like Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind. You know, she just made out of curtains the clothes. This is kind of the idea. The countryside, you can be fabulous and fun. After a relaxing weekend in the countryside, our ladies of leisure are now hankering for some culture. So off to the museum we go for some culture. All right, this is really a beautiful idea. Again, it's a total twist. It's like, okay, this is one collection, you guys. We're in fall winter 2021, but we went from that metropolis to the countryside. Now we're in the museum. We have these blocks of color, meaning every lady has, okay, we have purple, we have a yellow. This more than Moschino. This is more, especially the yellow one that's going to turn around now. This is classic Jeremy Scott. This is more Jeremy than Moschino, actually. This is a Jeremy Scott piece, which would be typical for his brand as well. But look at the difference of style. He's taking us through the entire city, the entire day, dreaming of the 50s. It's very Breakfast at Tiffany's. And then even the paintings come to life. The models are dressed in these painted dashes of clothes. I don't know if these are actually going to be available for sale. I think they're going to go into production as well. You're going to have to paint yourself, though. Whimsy. Following that artistic stimulation, which it was, our cultured ladies are off to the jungles of Fifth Avenue on a safari, a shopping safari, that is. There is a mistake. So it was like an intermezzo of the art moment, which was beautiful to see and refreshing, but perhaps it really suits the purpose of this show. I don't think they're going to sell very well in store. Now, this again is a showstopper piece, very editorial. We got the giraffe dress. Editorial, but you know, something you could see on a red carpet minus the hat probably. The safari look, the jungle safari, going on Fifth Avenue to go shopping, and then everything your corset and bodice has are pockets everywhere to put your lipstick, to put your perfume, to put your phone, to put your credit card. Like literally, if you're in New York wearing everything in different pockets, you're going to get pickpocketed within 5 seconds. You're going to lose everything you own if you combine it the way he wants you to. So not very practical, no. Loving this bit. This bit is so classic Dolores del Rio. It's so classic. Oh, you know, the Copacabana. Look at that. The two flamingos gloves, and then we got the flamingo dress. Now here we got a little bit of Bjork at the Oscars, except she had a swan going on. Marian Peyoski was the designer. Alas, Jeremy here, nothing new really. But I mean, it was already something that was done in the 50s, so in the 60s. So it's not like Peyoski was the first to have that idea. Anyway, the polka dotted thing, those are cookies, smiley cookies, I guess. Adorable. We have a little bit of courage going on here, especially with that full-on headgear on the lady. The safari look, and in particular, you guys, what is really fantastically done here are the backdrops, the background, the painting, the colors, the nuances. This is exactly how Hollywood cinema was done for 40s, post-war 50s. And then when Technicolor kicked in, he really rendered the essence of cinema. And this is, to me, better than the actual clothes. But anyway, so we had that little alligator look, which is so impractical with the tail touching the floor, but I like the gold. Again, look at the safari bit where you have like all these pockets all over yourself. Forget about it. That ain't gonna work. Ain't nobody got time to fill all that. Loving the transition from sun to night and the little flashing lights of eyes of animals. Adorable. That is also so typical 50s/60s cinema. Very American. And then we got the little lady of the night. You know, this could be an homage also to Eartha Kitt in a way. I mean, she was the first Catwoman. She was not necessarily a jaguar or whatever this is, a little minx. But it does kind of give me a little bit of that Batman vibe going on. And her movements are a little bit, you know, like, yeah, come and visit me sometime, you know. Whimsical attire. Bravo, bravo. For a night out at the theater. This is something we've seen already Jeremy do, but I love how they just step off to take a little break and they just go for a little drink. You know, it's the intermission between Act 1 and Act 2. Adorable. And yeah, she can't help it. She has to, look at her. She has to do it like, why do you have to act like a bitch always? Well, she's not acting. That's the sad part. All right. So off you go. Come on. Yeah. Okay, now we got this gorgeous little bag, so unpractical. The boot heel with the little clip thing. I mean, come on. We've seen Jeremy do this before, but look, the actual boot as well is a purse with a little clip closure. Amazing. Unpractical. You can't even, I mean, you can't sit in this dress either, but it's a dream. It's a fantasy. I love how they painted even the little table with the drinks. It's just, as she said, formed. Okay, she's gorgeous. I am all for it. Embrace those curves. Ah, this is a classic Marlene Dietrich style dress with all the little fringes and tassels falling off, but on this voluptuous, gorgeous lady. This to me, oh, I get goosebumps. And the hair and the Marilyn Monroe wig going on there. To die for, I would have just not used the black stole. I would have gone for something else, a different texture. It's a little bit too rough. This gold piece, also adorable. They really, really matched it so well with her skin tone. It's like honey. It's a gold dripping mixed with honey. Loving it. Is it classic? Yeah, of course it's classic, and it's nothing that we haven't seen before. But we're doing old school Hollywood glamour, a little bit of pinup, a little bit of burlesque. Look at Dita Von Teese. She's the star of the show, and she smiles and she's humble. You see, there's nothing arrogant about her. She's not showing off. She's alluring us. She knows the art of burlesque, of tease. Dita Von Teese. Oh, look at the bye-bye. Yeah, it's almost over, you guys. She has the heart dress. Look at how poised she is. Oh, the timing. Yes, mama. Give us everything. Ah, what can you say about perfection? Nothing. It's just perfect the way it is. That's the end. And then we have the credits. Now, you guys, Dita, how graceful was she? How she just like walked out. She is the star of the show. She's the unifying force that connected, you know, the burlesque to the pinup, to the 50s allure of early Technicolor, to fashion within Hollywood cinema, the love of fashion and culture, and the whole idea, you know, thanks to her, she's the cardinal, all the pivotal points of Jeremy's idea of unifying all of what he loves so much of his childhood or prior to his childhood, from youth pop culture in America and Americana. It's all in this show. Throughout the language of Moschino, there are points and times of the collection where you see that it's more Jeremy than Franco. And then there are those times where he allows Franco to shine more and he puts himself in the, you know, in the back seat. So it's kind of balanced. I think this is Jeremy Scott in his most fruitious element. This is Jeremy Scott at his best, okay? I'm not a fan of a lot of the collections he did for Moschino, but this one, finally, at least the setting for these clothes is perfection. It's a beautiful mise en scène. We can debate whether or not the clothes are good or not, but the whole package, this whole video, like a little short movie, is delicious. It's delicious, and it's something I'm going to be rewatching often. And, you know, Winnie's going to be my villain in this movie, because the movie lacks a villain. She could be the villain. So in that case, even that is justified, the fact that she's like so arrogant. So what do you guys think? I'm saying yes to this presentation, collection / presentation. The fact that he really, like, you guys, so many different topics, but very clearly defined within a collection. They don't kind of just melt into each other, but they're very distinctly separated. It's like acts in a movie or in a theater play, very clearly defined and delineed, which I appreciate very much so. It's a beautiful structure. He delivered a very flowing structure. Let me read your chats. Dita's eyes are amazing, says Jack. Oh, they're mesmerizing. They're hypnotic. Patrick says, oh, I would have thought Winnie would have been a sweetie. I guess I'm wrong then. Yeah. To each their own, to each their own. Jack Dean says, oh, New York. Debbie says, this is 60s, early 60s. Very Dick Tracy, says Rich Mitch. Yes, yes, it is. My Funny Valentine vibe, says Jack. Candy Fluff says, this is so fun, almost cartoony. Gone with the Cows, not Gone with the Wind. Oh, good one, Jack. Gone with the Cow. Debbie says, decade hopping. Jack says, I'm tired of tiny bags. I love tiny bags, though. Tiny bags, here and forever. The stage is reminding me of the Truman Show for some reason, especially with the sky kind of like being limited. Rich says, touch of the yellow brick road. It does have a Wizard of Oz feel as well. You're so right. Patrick says, this show would be such a trip after a good hit. You said it, girl. Jack says, love a sack. Shut up, bot. Says, hi, guys. What did I miss? Mr. Philip Fabulous, welcome to the chat. We're watching Moschino. Mina says, the clothes with the cows remind me of Friesland, a beautiful province in the Netherlands. Jack says, milkmaid couture. Kira says, obviously not in Kansas anymore. Oh, no, we flew away from Kansas, girl. My bag of the day. I wish you would show us your pink Moschino bag. Oh, yeah, I have it in the archives. I can show it to you. Jack says, I adore the painting concept. I love it too, to bits. It's very, very, you know, stage set for Hollywood movies, old school time. Patrick says, this set is absolutely breathtaking. I agree with you, and I'm heartbroken because I do think that they just built it up for that shot and then it's gone. They're not going to use it anymore, you know. They're just going to dismantle it and throw it away. Oh my god, I'm heartbroken. But they do that with every movie set after it's done. Jack says, oh, that yellow biker jacket with the shaped shoulders. Damn. Mr. Philip Fabulous, oh, I'm living for the potato sack dress. Oh wait, the 40s called. They want them back. Apparently in the 21st century, we should use plastic bags to reflect our era. Vivienne uses them a lot. Amina says, oh, the painting came to life. Patrick says, oh my god, the living paintings. Debbie says, I love the concept of it all, darling. Olivol says, safari. Yeah, gonna say no to the giraffe dress. Patrick says, kids book gone couture. Amina, Mr. Phil Fabulous, you're so right. Plastic bags and those plastic round circles that hold a six-pack together. Oh, those things that kill animals in the sea. Terrible. Jack says, I was going to say the flamingo dress is similar to something. Bjork? Oh, yes. Sorry, guys. Oliver says, something is kind of troubling about this jungle vibe. Candy Fluff says, a weird day at Rainforest Cafe. Jack says, the faux crocodile with the tail. Yes. Oliver says, haha. To Candy Fluff, okay, leopard is pretty good. Amina says, models, actresses, sweetie darling. Patrick says, yes. Eartha Kitt. My bag of the day, the gold croc bag have here versus the Chanel gold croc mini bag. Oh, we could take both. Honey, there's enough space in here for both. The models are stunning. Yes, Jack says, they should have had Violet Chachki in this. Patrick says, oh my god, yes, Jack. Jack says, oh my god, the head movements of Miss Winnie. No, I'm telling ya. Patrick says, Violet's Met Gala look for the camp theme would fit so good in here. That diamond fringe dress. Woohoo, says Olival. I need a drink. I know I need one too. Jack says, here comes Dita. Patrick says, I would have loved to see some ballroom or cabaret queens in this, like Joe Black or Mariah Balenciaga. You guys, let Dita have her moment. She's not like the youngest. She ain't going to be doing this for the rest of her life. You know what I mean? Like forever. So I think it was so beautiful. It's quintessentially her. Jeremy and Moschino, they use all the girls often too. Violet and you know, in other shows, they were stars of other shows. Give Dita this moment. This is Dita's show. Violet Chachki was the star of that circus show that Moschino did, remember? She did all her twirling on, you know, let Dita have her moment. I see no creativity here, says Mr. Philip Fabulous. This is a literal ripoff from the 40s. Inspiration is fine, but why do you recreate it now? Cannot see the reason other than let's copy World War II. Mr. Philip Fabulous is very strict. Jack says, turn around, Dita, icon. Dita knows her art. Oh, Dita is sublime, you guys, sublime. Candy Fluff, so naughty. Richmond says, nice horse. Oh my God, Rich. Lobo says, oh my gosh, a bit of Dior too, maybe, says Petar. Robert, Prince vibes. Ha ha ha. Lobo says, that was stunning, Dita. I'm telling you, all she did was move and turn around, and that was enough, and we're all hypnotized. I mean, she's amazing. Give Dita that moment. Oh, I love that, says Kira. Angelica says, bonjour, everyone. Hello, Angelica. Robert says, oh, the R spit? Dita, darling. Thank you, says Mr. Philip Fabulous. Jack says, my only goal in life is to hold myself with as much grace as Dita. And be that firm and proper at her age, too, I might add. No knickers, says Rich Mitch. My back of the day, many of the models moved so beautifully. Dita naturally mastered it. Robert says, Jeremy Scott is back, mama. Much better than most of the previous collections. Hey, Amelia, welcome to the chat. Ooh, thank you for subscribing. Hello, loves. Hello to you too. Dionysian Doll says, so Zoolander. Minus those ridiculous, you know, face gestures that they made. The model face gestures. Letty says, beautifully done. The clothes and the set provide the escapism that we need so much these days. I totally agree with you, Letty. Debbie says, hi, hey, Debs. Hey, everybody. Jack D says, Hollow Weird. Not Hollywood. Holly Weird. Edu Gomez. Hey, sweetie. How you doing, sweetie? Dita is sure a sweetheart. I had to change to be with her a few times. Actually, Edu Gomez, you guys, is in the chat. Edu Gomez is a wonderful wig maker and artist. Have you worked with Dita personally? Have you made any wigs for her? But I think she uses her own hair most of the times, right? She does add maybe some extras, but you're the professional, Edu. I'm not so sure. But I'm so happy that you got to meet Dita Von Teese. She does seem like a very lovely person. And she's just so graceful. And I'm telling you, this is not just about her being photogenic on camera, you guys. This is also about the movement. Even if she were not photogenic, the way she moves her body, but she is photogenic, but the way she moves her body, it's delicate. This is the amazing thing about Dita Von Teese, you guys. It's a tease. It is sexual, obviously. I mean, she's, you know, open in the back. And yet her movements are so comforting and soothing, like a mother's embrace. And that's, to me, the magic of Dita Von Teese. She has that motherly tenderness, but at the same time it's sexualized. So it's a very bizarre mix, and she rides that line right in between always. And this is the magic of Dita Von Teese. Ooh, got goosebumps just talking about it. Oh, I love the Moschino film. The pink purse outfit is everything. Yeah, I loved it too, Amelia. Patrick says, Dita is enough to make a grown person cry. She's amazing. Angelica says, this is the 40s on acid with a touch of Studio 54. I'm liking that comment. Jack says, Dita is channeling something from another dimension. Thank you guys so much. These were your comments. Oh, there's another one from Rich. Dita Von Teese is open at the back, lads. Yes. Dita is a walking masterpiece. Her existence is a pure art form. All right. Thank you guys so much. These were the comments. This was our show, our review of the Moschino show Fall Winter 2021. If you like this video, please do thumb it up. Don't forget to thumb it up because it lets YouTube and it's crazy algorithm know that it's worthy to watch this video. So please do thumb it up. It costs you nothing. And also you can join me. Push the join button next to the subscription button. If you haven't subscribed already, first subscribe, then join. Become a member today and get access to extra perks. Also join me on Patreon, become a patron today, Super Dacob all spelled together on Patreon, and get extra perks there as well. Amongst others, your wonderful, beautiful name scrolling here to the side on the sidebar, credited as a co-producer of the Fashion Bunker. There's no better thing in this world than being a part of the Fashion Bunker family. So thank you guys so much. Look at all of y'all. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support. This is amazing. It's always so heartwarming for me to see all the love and the support. Another lady that is also incredibly mesmerizing to me, I'm wearing her today. I'm not wearing her, I'm wearing one of her merch pieces today, is Elvira. She is my Dita Von Teese in a way. I love Dita, but I love Elvira. Elvira is a little bit less poised and graceful when she's, you know, the Valley Girl herself that she is. But boy, do I love her a lot. Also, you know, while we're at it, I'm gonna, well, can't right now when we're scrolling with the titles, but right after the titles are finished, I'm going to show you something really cute. Anyway, what I wanted to say is, I still believe after 2014, when Fall-Winter, when Jeremy Scott took over Moschino artistic direction, still to this day, Fall-Winter 2021, you know, it's like already 8 years. So that's like, oh my gosh, 16 collections and more and counting. After all those collections, and even more because he does also men, when I see a show like this one, I say, you know what, Moschino did the right job, or AF, that own Moschino, did the right job appointing Jeremy as artistic director of Moschino. He could add a bit more political criticism, because Franco was very politically active, and all of his pop cultural decisions and references stylistically in his fashion were directly related to everything happening in the political sphere. So he was fighting against racism, he was fighting against political injustice, he was fighting for minorities. Franco Moschino was not just a genius, but he had a great heart as well. Jeremy is much more subtle on the political front. Actually, he's not political at all. He's just about the pop culture. So sometimes he nails it, like when the aesthetics are just right. But we have Jeremy, if you want to be Moschino, you got to work on that political aspect as well a little bit. That's just my humble opinion. Anyway, the cute thing I wanted to show you guys is even my best friend till the end, my Chucky, is also dressed in Elvira today. He has his little kimono Elvira shirt. So Chucky also says hi and bye to you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, thumb it up again, and see you all next time. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Love you all. See you soon. Take care. Bye.